All praises to the Almighty, to the Most Highest, the King. All praises to His name. Just caught this video. Just a thought, allegedly, so I won't be accusing anybody falsely. But a lot of times when I have thoughts or intuitions, they're true. But I'm saying this is allegedly. I remember, first of all, I would say that there apparently there are some good people here where I dwell in this complex. But we know there is a such thing as gang stalking, and this devil is raging as a roaring lion to see who he may devour because his time is short. He's desperate right now. He's anxious. He has anxiety because he knows his time is coming short, and that sealed portion tells us he's going to be eliminated, and the Most High is going to use what his substance is, and this basically remake it to something good. He's not going to just totally eradicate him. He's going to destroy him, and then he's going to basically reform and use that substance for good and have it come out to be something good. He won't be no more evil anymore. But I remember a time it was people across the way from me, and some told me, just allegedly, a thought came to me and said, hey, you see that big bag on their banister? They have technology in there that's programmed just for you to interfere with your body. Matter of fact, someone a long time ago told me they actually did that. They created a frequency just for my body. So that means it can target you. You can be in a room full of people, but it only affect you. That they are doing that to people. That's the wickedness of this satanic thing they call gang stalking, because they know who the Most High's people are. Then allegedly, a thought came to me. Across the way, they have a thing that takes over the parking lot that appears to be where they have paint going on. There's this big ladder that had for painting. And I even asked them, I said, what's that? And they said, well, we have a paint job. But as I ride my bike, I don't ever see any painting going on. Then the thought said, I think your thought is true. So in my mind, allegedly, they've placed in their minds, a more effective, higher capacity device disguised as where they use their paint system to affect my body. That's why I can have nosebleeds and stuff like that. And then, like, I was riding my bike yesterday, and they had this Caucasian woman with a silly smile on her face. And I said, what's wrong? She's smiling. Because they know what they plotting and planning, scheming. It's allegedly, though. I'm not accusing nobody. And then they always putting on the door. They got to come and do maintenance, messing with the air systems and different things. Like right here, I'm a resident, trying to make you be a resident of their corporation. See, like people walking by, that's been gang stalkers. And then, because they listening to you and watching everything you do, so that's when I open the door, they walk by. Car pulling up right now. But they don't care no more because they figured they won. See, I told you I'm an American Israelite or Israelite American. I'm Aboriginal indigenous. So I wasn't trying to be silly, and I just had to let them know who I am. It's my right to do that. Like I said, they always watch you and listen to you, everything you do. I don't know if you can see it. Got like a little green thing down there. It's fenced. Allegedly, like the thing I was saying. Allegedly. So they always pull up. Right. Change my screen. But allegedly, I believe that's what's going on. And I'm not afraid to say it, especially when you doing things to trying to harm me. It's like the people back in the day saying, I ain't gonna say nothing because then, even though they're trying to kill me, but they might not do it. I'm gonna say a cuss word. No, that's the Sabbath, so I ain't gonna say it. Forget that. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Allegedly. I'm gonna tell you the truth, allegedly. That Satan. This is the part of World War III. And if you're talking about still about Jacob's trouble, a time that has never been experienced before, this is it. So, just letting you see. And those who know. And then they come by you and smile in your face, tend to be friendly, but devils. You saw how he walked by just at the right time when I opened the door. Do that all the time. I'm not complaining. I'm just sharing with you. I'm not complaining one bit because this is the hour that the Most High has called for me to be one of those who stands up in this hour. I'm not doing this for likes. Just informing you. That's all. I ain't mad. I ain't angry. Most High said, use righteous anger, but sin not. I'm not sinning. I'm just telling you the truth. Allegedly. So, I was watching this programming about, and it's part one is on right now. I'm gonna watch it because I watched part two earlier. In a evangelical, what's it called? Evangelical Christian Encounters Mormonism by Stephen Pennicker, part one. I watched part two earlier. He said how Mormonism was written. And he was talking about from 1600 on up. Talking about, he said when they got over there, because that's their mindset. He said when they got over here, they came to Christianize everybody. This allegedly, that's what I'm just paraphrasing what he said. He said, when they got here, on the land, it already had structures. He acknowledged it wasn't them, but he keep calling them Native Americans. So that's a tricky form that they've changed the words and tricked people by using that Native American sound. We're Aboriginal, indigenous. He seemed like a nice guy, but they all do. I just showed you. Dude walking by, seems like a nice guy. But he's doing wickedness in his heart because he's allegedly. If I find all this is a big game and everybody just was sent by God, I apologize. But right now, when you in it though, you can just talk about what it feels like when you're in it. You understand what I'm saying? So until that time comes, I'm gonna say allegedly. So and it's talking because they have this Caucasian guy, they have these people that appear to be Latin or whatever they may be. He made a comment. I don't know if he meant for that to come out or not, but he made the comment. He said, well, when they first got over here, it was land with buildings on it. So that would give them people land rights. But he got away from the subject quick. And then he got into it how they are the people. That's what it sounds like to me. Like they do now. But we got so much information now that proves otherwise. And I'm not gonna give it away now. I'm tempted to give it away, but I'm not gonna give it away. I'm gonna bring a part 2 to Jacob's trouble. Now I'll reveal it then. More information. Because every time they say something, we got information now that can prove what otherwise than what they're saying. They're talking about the Native Americans that was here when they got here. We found out yesterday when I was talking and teaching from the information I had that the Mexicans, I'm not taking away from the Mexican people that he called Mexicans today. I'm just saying the original people. They call them Negroes. And these same Negroes they called Indians. And he acknowledged that these Indians were mound builders. That's what he said Joseph Smith was, a mound builder. He said it out of his own mouth, but then he brought in about he said they got manuscripts that prove that Joseph Smith said he never seen or he never seen any visions. He lied. That's what he said. They got manuscripts, but he didn't show the manuscripts. Where the sealed portion told us that these evil men persecuted and murdered him. That goes against what he's saying. Everything that they say that the Mormon people believed in, the sealed portion goes against it. So apparently it was not written by them. He said he's a Christian. I believe him. Like I said, he appears to be a good guy. But the sealed portion tells us that Christians aren't our friends. They were behind persecuting in the church and the saints. See, I got faith in the Most Highest God. And by you taking off viewers, that's not going to change me to make me have doubt because you know I got faith. That's why I'm still talking. I ain't shutting my mouth and stop telling the truth because what you trying to do and what you attempting to do. devils. Because nobody gonna leave this planet until the Most High say it's time to go. And devils is not in charge of that. You might plot and plan, but you're not gonna make anybody leave this planet until it's time. And there's no threat. This is the truth. You might go before the people you plotting on, if that's the Most High's will. I'm not threatening nobody. That's just the truth. I'm not planning on doing no harm to anyone. I'm just saying the truth. There's people that's plotting and planning to do evil. Like one in the Bible, Most High said, your soul is required this evening, this night. So I don't care who you are, good or evil. That's in the Most High's plans. That's in his ability. Nobody else's. He told me, and people like me, don't be afraid. Shout from the rooftops about the evil. Expose the wickedness. Expose the works of darkness. See, they're always showing you in the windows, right? And I told you that I have been medically retired from the probation department. And more than that, I also let it be known that just like, because I've been gang stalked even back then, I didn't know it. That's why they would treat me like that. That's why they were always messing with me every day when I come to work, making me feel like I can't take no more. But I didn't know what was going on then. But like I said, there's good people and bad people. The Most High have them all at that location. They know. They're the, I ain't gonna call his name, but he is a quote unquote decent white man. He even told someone at the time, I ain't gonna put her out there. He said to her, because she know that's who would be with me all the time back then. Man, this was the quote unquote white man said. If only you knew what they put that man through. Because he knew what was going on. And they know what was going on. So the powers that be at the probation department knew what was going on, that was sent by the Most High. They allowed me to medically retire. But even in that, I even told them at the time, I said, I'm going to do walking, and I'm going to try to walk as far as I can. I got up to walking quite a bit of distance, but I let them know beforehand, because even though you have conditions, we still got to try to exercise to keep your heart moving and keep fairly well. Because if you just sit down all the time, it's not going to go well. So, did a little research. Because they took my conveyance, I said the probation department did. It was those wicked ones. The same ones that took my firearms behind a lying woman from the church, who happened to be a Negro, quote unquote. She a nigga. She a nigger. So they always doing a little in the windows, like, they'll put on plots and plan street theater about stuff that they plan on doing. But nobody else is aware except you, because you're the one conscious of it, because they always do it in front of you. I don't even know who you are, Ben Mob. Are you a gang stalker? Or are you a man of the Most High? So I do a little research, because I had my daughter to buy, I gave her the notes to go ahead and, which called money, to go and buy a bike for me. So I started practicing on the bike over a period of time. And first of all, started off slow because, had to build up a little wind, build up a little body, little muscles, strengthen my muscles and my legs and different things. Then I got up to the point now I start going like, I don't know how long it is. Shalom, brother. So I start working my way up a little bit higher, and then I start currently my pattern is I usually go down the road towards the park, around the block, long blocks. So I usually try to work around the 4 blocks, 4 times around. And that'd be my workout, about an hour. But then as I'm driving and I'm riding and I'm observing, noticing people on phones, different things, and then I feel my body feeling certain ways. And so I said they're probably attacking my body with their frequencies through their phones. And then I noticed my nose started bleeding. And I said, okay, that's why the woman's smiling. So I asked you to forgive me because I'm just a man, right? If you're doing all this stuff to me underhandedly, would you hold it against me that every now and then I'll quote a scripture of their end to them? That might be petty, but that's just at times that's my recourse. That's how I feel better. And it's not vindictive, it's the word of God. So, like I said, I did a little research and found out that bike riding, especially people that's getting up there, I'm not old, but I'm older. I'm not old compared to the people that ride bikes. That's why I say I'm not old. They got people that ride bikes that I did a little research up to their 80s. So I'm not old. I might be old from the standpoint of eternally old from the spirit world. I'm talking about in the flesh. I'm not old compared to the people that ride bikes. And to be quite honest, some of them have been riding longer, so they're in better shape than I am in their 60s, 70s, and 80s. So I found out that riding bikes is a low impact exercise. I do have some dumbbells that I had my son get me, but I found out this is more comfortable for me to use. So I still got a little bit of something. I'm saying, got a little something. You better recognize. Got a little something. So can't let what they're doing stop me from what I'm doing. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. And when I feel like it, I'm going to get up, get on my bike, and do my exercise program. I can already tell just a little short. This is also just helping you too. I can already tell this little bike ride I've been doing. Y'all know what I'm saying? You say flex on them, so yeah, I do a little something. You know what I'm saying? I got a little something. I'm just clowning because my man say flex on them. But all praise to the Most High that I'm able to do that and still got my right mind. That's all glory to Him. But in that short period of time of bike riding, I can see my body is already dropping a few pounds. And I know when I go out there, they're going to try to hit me with whatever they're hitting me with, but I'm just going to trust the Most High. Keep on doing it. After the Sabbath, when the sun go down, might go back out, get out there tonight sometime and hit a few laps. Like the other day I went out, they had people parked in every situation trying to film me as if trying to catch me doing something wrong. I pulled up on them. I said, hey, man, I used to do that type of work. So I know exactly what you're doing, but I said, at least tell the truth on me, though. Don't tell no lies, though. I even, at the time, all praises to the Most High, be no mob. See, more thing about it is I trust the Most High, man. But I'm saying these things for others who may be going through a similar thing. You just trust the Most High, too. So the Most High say the same. I'm gonna try to but this thing is real long, so I'm gonna still try to bring that video, at least part of it, and then I might have to make a part 3, but still plan on bringing something to this to right now or either later. Most High say the same. Glory to His name. But I just felt the need to get on and express myself, letting you know that I'm living righteous. Can't worry about what people say, but I know that I am living righteous. I'm not basing it on what people feel about their religions, their concept of what is righteous. But I know I'm righteous because He said I am. So I'm not worried about what other people say. I'm going by what the Most High say. He said, you're righteous because I said it. All praises to the Most High. So until later, the Most High said the same, you'll see me again. Bringing forth that message about part 2. All praises to the Most High. Until then, Shalom.